So this is a video all about learning the swap technique. So this technique is particularly good for young puppies who are prone obviously to putting things in their mouth that we don't want them to do, and it can be very unsafe for them. So we want them to learn a technique that encourages them to drop the item and then be rewarded by receiving a treat. That could be a toy, that could be a little bit of food, and by doing this we're trying to avoid having to sort of hold our puppy down and pick something out of their mouth, and that will just encourage them that human hands aren't a necessarily good thing to have around their face, which is not what we want. We want them to learn that human hands are a good thing to be near them. So I'm using Buster. Obviously he's a bit of an older dog, but he's here just to demonstrate it to you. Now, location to learn this is really important because we need the puppy to be in a good headspace to learn this, and in doing that they've got to be really focused on you. So pick somewhere quiet, pick somewhere that's familiar to them, and make sure they're not tired or feeling playful or particularly bitey, so that they really can focus on you and absorb what you're trying to show them. So all we're going to do is we're going to say the word swap, and then we're going to reach in our pocket and throw a treat down on the floor like this. Swap. And this is teaching the dog that when you say the word swap, a couple of seconds later it's worth looking down on the floor to seeing what they can find. Now, in doing this they should naturally drop what's in their mouth, and then you can pick it up, and then they've got a reward in exchange. Swap. There we go. So I'm not swapping anything out at the moment. I'm not taking anything off him, because to that part it's pretty irrelevant to the dog. He's just learning that when he hears the word swap, there's something on the floor that's worth looking for. Swap. Now, importantly, I don't have the food in my hand when I say the word swap, because we don't want it to feel like bribery. We want it more to feel a little bit like we're rewarding them for going towards the treat. Swap. So we need there to be a little bit of a break there. We say the word swap, which hopefully is going to get the dog's attention in time, and then we're going to throw the treat down on the floor. Swap. So it's a really simple technique. It seems almost too simple, but it's very, very effective for getting your puppy to drop something. What's really important though is you need to practice this over and over again before you need it, because if the puppy's got something in their mouth and you shout swap and throw a treat on the floor and they've only heard this technique two or three times, they're very, very unlikely to drop what they've got. So practice is really, really important. Swap. So if you practice that maybe 20-30 times a day in small intermittent periods, so 2 or 3 times, then in a couple of hours later do it 2 or 3 times again, then your puppy in time should get used to hearing that sound, so that when you then need it, have something ready like a treat or a toy, shout swap, like that, throw something on the ground, and then you can take off what they've got, what they've dropped down, pick it up.